Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Sanders set to kick off.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Ground. This is Kamara finding room at the 30 and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30! And finally marked down at the 23. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Kamara trying again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Taylor. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Let's go.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Kamara. And he'll only get a yard maybe 2 up to the 46.
Alvin Kamara.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Fred Warner.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Buccaneers.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run. This is Kamara, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. First and 10, Taylor now. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Taylor. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now, what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. He's got it at the 15. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down, Buccaneers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
2nd and a yard.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a first down past the 40.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the half will begin with a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll run with Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On the draw is Taylor. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 28, Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll stick with him passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be second and goal.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down, here's Haskins. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now they try the right side here. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Taylor. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Haskins to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Gain of 6. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. He's going to look deep for more. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
It's our time. It's our time. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 50.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on. You better go. 51's the mic. Mike 51.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pena now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
20. First down, Tampa Bay.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for... That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Buccaneers 24.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
3-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Haskins going to try to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.